Imagine waking up one day to find that your most sensitive government records, like your social security and tax details, were quietly shared between agencies without your knowledge or consent. Sounds like something from a dystopian movie, right? Well, it's not. This is the reality behind a controversial federal initiative known as the Doge Program. In this video, we're unpacking what the Doge Program really is, how it sparked a serious legal backlash, and why it matters deeply to anyone who depends on government systems. From Social Security recipients to taxpayers. Launched under the Trump administration and reportedly spearheaded by Elon Musk, Doge was designed to make federal operations more efficient. The concept? Integrate data from massive institutions like the IRS, Social Security Administration, and Department of Labor to detect fraud, speed up services, and reduce bureaucratic waste. On paper, that sounds great. Who wouldn't want a government that works faster and wastes less? But there's a twist. As early as January 2025, Doge quietly began pulling together enormous datasets, some reportedly without proper consent or oversight. We're talking medical records, income reports, even citizenship details. And when journalists and whistleblowers took notice, the red flags were impossible to ignore. In April, a dramatic intervention came from U.S. District Judge Ellen Hollander. She ruled against Doge's access to SSA databases, calling their approach unprecedented and a threat to public privacy. But this wasn't just a warning. It was a legal slam. The court ordered Doge to delete all collected data, remove any software embedded in government systems, and cease modifications to internal SSA code. That's not business as usual. That's a judge telling a federal initiative, "You've crossed the line, now clean it up." But how did things get this far? Let's rewind. According to multiple sources, some of Doge's data transfers were executed in ways meant to avoid detection. That raises serious questions about intent. If data was moved without transparency and oversight, it doesn't just violate trust, it jeopardizes the rights of millions. Your social security data isn't just numbers, it's your identity, your financial history, your future. And when that's handled recklessly, the risk isn't just theoretical, it's real. Elon Musk's involvement adds another layer of complexity. His companies, particularly Palantir Technologies, were deeply involved in building data tools for the program. While Musk is widely regarded as a visionary in tech, critics argue that private influence over public data systems creates dangerous conflicts of interest. Tesla's stock, for instance, took a major hit, dropping roughly 40%, as investors questioned Musk's growing political distractions, including his role in Doge. And it doesn't stop there. Internal documents reveal that parts of Doge were linked to immigration enforcement efforts. Programs like Alien Tracker reportedly pulled data from SSA, IRS, and even the FBI to track undocumented immigrants. That's led many civil rights advocates to argue that Doge isn't just about efficiency, it's about surveillance. And that, they say, opens the door to a future where data is used to monitor not just actions, but people, communities, and political dissent. Let's break this down. A federal program tried to centralize your personal data without enough transparency. A judge stepped in to block access and demand accountability. But the story doesn't end here. Doge still has access to anonymized data, and future rulings or executive actions could bring it back stronger. This raises a much bigger question. Are we building a smarter, more efficient government, or are we laying the foundation for a private-led surveillance machine? So what should you do? First, stay alert. These programs often evolve quietly and only grab headlines once damage is done. Second, know your rights. The court's intervention shows that privacy still matters and that citizens do have power to push back. Third, reflect on your own relationship with data. From applying for loans to receiving benefits, your personal information is a currency, and you have the right to know how it's spent. If this helped you understand what's happening behind the scenes, hit that subscribe button so you never miss updates that affect your rights, your money, and your digital life. And I'd love to hear your thoughts. Do you feel confident in how your data is handled? Should tech leaders like Musk have a role in government data systems? Drop a comment and let's start a conversation. Until next time, Stay informed, stay protected, and take care.